Evil Dead Rise is directed by Lee Cronin and is currently playing in theaters where it belongs. Now, first off, this movie, I'm going to tell you right now off the bat, dude, this is Shay Nasty approved, all right? I'm so happy this movie turned out to be as good as it was, dude. Also, for those who don't know, this movie was originally supposed to go straight to home video, or straight to streaming, I should say, but after a personal screening with the studio, they said, this shit is too nasty to go straight to home video, dude. This belongs on the big screen for horror fans to enjoy. And my goodness, dude, it does. I don't even know where to start. All right, you know what? First off, this movie, I guess you could say in a way, is sort of canon, that there are multiple books of the dead, which is how this story was able to make it outside the cabin and into the big city. Okay, so here's the story, though. So Beth, she goes to stay with her sister Ellie and her 3 kids in their LA apartment. The bad news is they're being kicked out soon because the building is getting torn down. And with it being California, an earthquake happens and the kids happen to find a few old things in the basement, if you will, including some records, or vinyl as they now call it, and a book made of flesh. Yes. The oldest kid decides to play the record and open the book. The cool thing about this book, though, it's locked with these like sharp ass teeth that are kind of surrounding it, and it's actually opened by blood. And once the record starts to play, it won't stop. And this is how their mama gets possessed. And dude, that scene is so good and messed up, dude. Man. Very reminiscent of part 1, if anybody remembers when a certain person got worked in the woods. Anyways, from that point on, mama starts to slowly go into madness. If you've seen the trailer, dude, then you kind of know what pans out. And once the shit hits the proverbial fan, dude, I'm telling you right now, it does not let up. This movie is definitely one of my movies of the year, dude, for sure, man. I mean, because this one had everything. So let's talk about the violence. This movie is dark and very bloody and violent. Dude, there's some very creative, nasty-ass sequences. I mean, I watched this opening night at 10:45 with, like, the best crowd. Dude, I'm telling you this right now, they were ready to enjoy this movie. I mean, dude, we were all freaking out and yelling during certain scenes, clapping certain scenes, laughing, dude. Fucking yelling at the screen, dude, telling people to hey, fucking look behind you, you know, all that kind of shit, dude. We were enjoying ourselves, man. Actually, there's even a part where someone was sitting in front of these 2 guys, right? There was one scene that happened, dude. They actually high-fived each other. That was kind of funny, though. It's safe to say I was in the right theater. Plenty of homages to the OG movies for sure, dude. Plenty. You got the boomstick, the chainsaw. Not exactly the Oldsmobile, but let's just say it's a car that's close enough to it. We even get a classic one-liner, but I won't spoil it. Also, it's said that Bruce Campbell has a sort of cameo, if you will. It's a pretty cool one. I think I figured it out. I might be wrong, though, but I think I know what it is. If you figured it out, where it is, let me know in the comments below. I really enjoyed the tone, dude. It was just so dark, dude, from start to finish, with a great opening scene that really sets the tone. I mean, my God. I'll tell you this, though. For an R-rated flick, dude, they definitely push the envelope in violence. And nobody is safe in this movie. I'm talking about nobody's above getting killed, dude, or getting worked. I'm telling you that for damn sure. The creativity of this movie, dude, throughout, I mean, just from beginning to end, dude, was just beautiful, dude. I mean, the chef's kiss. I mean, the peephole sequence. The peephole sequence, man. The people who know, dude, they know what I'm talking about. When you see that shit, dude, it is an awesome scene. Hell, dude, even the opening credits were sick. I mean, and that's what really got us in attendance who were watching this movie. Hella pumped, though. I mean, oh, man. This movie was shot like a horror movie, though. I mean, with nice, tight close-up shots that made you feel uncomfortable. I mean, the angles even. The soft focus they used for the background and the foreground and whatnot, dude. Oh, my God. They definitely utilized things from past films, though. But this one still felt like its own movie, which is something I can appreciate, though. I mean, one thing that surprised me was some of the music actually had kind of Hellraiser vibes, though, which was kind of interesting, though. Great pacing throughout, dude. I mean, the sound was great, dude. I mean, when I watched in the theater, you hear all sorts of noises going through all over the speakers, dude. I mean, every speaker was utilized in this movie, dude. Great use of sound, even during, like, just body movements, man. I mean, with, like, the violin, like, when someone do, like, a freaky move and shit. Very, very cool. The main characters were good as well. I mean, the 3 kids all had different personalities. The young one loves, little dolls and loves cutting them up, I guess. And the middle kid is a little activist. And the oldest, I guess, is a wannabe DJ. which is how they actually able to play the record in the first place. And you got a single mom who's incredibly stressed because she's got to figure out where they're going to move to before they lose their home. And her sister visiting during all the chaos. And you add demonic possession to that list for later on. Now look, Alyssa Sutherland, who plays the mom and gets possessed, she is the shit. My God, dude, she tore it up. Excellent performance, man. I'm telling you right now. She was scary. She was funny, creepy. She fucking brought it. Lee Cronin, the director, dude, this man has done a fantastic job and showed a lot of respect to the source material. I mean, in my opinion, I think this film is his opus. I don't know if it gets any better than this. If it does, hey, hats off to the man, though. But this is the best film he's done to this point, in my opinion. And I'm so glad this movie panned out the way it did. I mean, I thought there was no way you could make an Evil Dead movie without Ash, but they proved me wrong with the way the story was told. And hey, kudos on that. I applaud everyone who had anything to do with the production of this movie. I really enjoyed it, dude. I mean, go out and support this movie, man. I mean, if you haven't already. Recommendations, I just say check out all the Evil Dead movies from beginning to end to just learn and appreciate the lore. Hey, some people don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, Evil Dead 2 is the greatest horror movie of all time. But anyhow, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I'll see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.